thank you for being here today, stopping by. I hope you saw the title to this episode, which is 5 Misconceptions that People Have About Dating in Their 50s. If you are new here, the reason we are talking about this is that I am a matchmaker and a dating coach here in the Chicago area. And this is the kind of stuff that comes up with clients all the time and with friends. And you're a friend. Whatever I share with them, I figure why not share with you? This is a community that I'm trying to grow here of women in their 50s, some who are still married, some who are out there dating, some who are happy being alone. We're all female and experiencing our 50s for the first time. I think there are some preconceived notions for being out there dating, and sometimes they're not accurate. Let's clear those up today. If that's interesting, keep watching. That's what we're up to right now. At number 1, the first misconception that people have is that other people are being honest with them and will be who they say they are on the internet, will look like the pictures they've put on a dating profile. And I think you have to be open to the fact that not everybody is who they say they are. So to proceed with caution, always have that little seed of doubt that is there, not to be jaded or looking for somebody who's lying when they're not, but to not be like me, just completely trusting and assuming that everybody is going to be like me, just super honest and forthcoming, because not everybody is. And one way I recommend to make sure that people look like their pictures and are who they've portrayed themselves to be is to have a video chat prior to getting all dressed up and putting on your favorite lipstick and heading out the door on a night that one of your favorite shows might be on TV or a friend would be interested in getting together. A phone call perhaps first, then a video chat, then in person. That'll just save you from people who aren't always honest. Number 2, men and women want somebody who is their very own age, who has had the same life experiences, a very similar journey, has the same social references. Or men and or women want somebody who's younger, much younger. This is all conjecture because everybody is different. It has to be a case-by-case basis. There are certainly men and women who are looking for somebody their own age, and that is important to them, to have all the same social references, know the same music, the same TV shows, the same comedians, to have been married, to have children who are grown and off and at college or out of the house. Some people, that's interesting. There are men who want somebody who's much younger. Women too, who think that they need somebody younger who can keep up with them. Don't make generalizations. Everybody's different. Just be open to what comes your way and get to know the actual person. People will surprise you. The third misconception people have dating in their 50s is that they themselves are much pickier than other people. I hear this every day. Somebody will say to me, yeah, I'm a little different. I hate to say this, but I'm rather picky. And it is all that I can do to not say, who isn't picky? Everybody thinks they're picky. What are we, just all taking table scraps? What are we, all chopped liver looking for anything? Of course we're picky. We all have standards and want something in particular and somebody who meets certain requirements and commonalities and values that we have. We're all picky. So it's not just you. It's not just you. It's all of us. We are all picky. Don't tell anybody you're picky. They'll think, what about me? You think I'm just dating any old person that comes into view? No. We are not alone in our choosiness. This one kind of makes me laugh. The fourth misconception about getting back out there and dating in your 50s is that the people you are going to encounter are mature adults. You would be very surprised by how many people in their 50s are very immature adults. And this isn't a man-only thing. There are some people who are still drama-loving females who histrionics are their way of communicating, which is an immature way of communicating, I would say. There are people who want to feel alive by creating drama, creating problems, who have jealousy issues, not the most mature, not the most enlightened of daters. And there are men who are still boys at heart, and I'm not cutting them any slack and saying that that's any better. They are immature and they are trying to suddenly be free and have no responsibilities and not be accountable for their actions and not taking other people's feelings into account. But there are people in their 50s and beyond who still haven't really grown up. So don't make the assumption that all mature relationships are going to be with mature people. They're not always. So get to know people, truly get to know people, see where they're coming from, and you can gauge their maturity. The fifth misconception that people have as they get out there to date in their 50s is that everyone is looking for what you're looking for, whether that's looking to get married. If you are, people just make that assumption. Of course, everybody wants to find another partner and settle down and have somebody to share the rest of their life with and be there for one another till death do us part. And there are other people who assume that everybody's looking for what they are, just a companion, somebody to do things with, somebody to go see the new release movie, somebody to go hear some live music or check out the newest restaurant or take a vacation. And everybody's different. So don't make the assumption that everybody is looking for exactly what you're looking for. That's basically why I have a job as a matchmaker, to figure out where people are aligned in what they're looking for. When I have gals that want to get married, there's no way I'm going to be setting them up with a fella who's looking to test the waters, just newly out of a relationship and looking to just to have some fun for a while before settling down, if they settle down ever. Don't make the assumption, have the conversations. Communication is key, and you can ask these questions early on. It's not against the rules to ask somebody what they're looking for, even prior to a first date. Are you looking for something casual, or are you looking to really get to know somebody and perhaps have a long-lasting relationship? That is a perfectly reasonable question. So if you're comfortable asking it, and you should be, do it. And I've heard people say, this is our number 6. Look at me keeping my numbers straight, only because I have a piece of paper with numbers in front of me. Number 6 is, some people say, oh, don't assume that people don't have baggage. But I say don't assume that everybody does have baggage. I have found that there are a lot of really well-adjusted, happy people out there who just would like to find their next true love, fall in love again, and have somebody that they can do all the things they've been doing by themselves. They've figured out how to be self-sufficient. They've had enough time doing it alone. They realized it would be better to share it with another person. And that's where they are, a well-adjusted person who didn't have a horrible marriage. Perhaps they lost their partner. Perhaps it was amicable. There's lots of reasons that people can end up being healthy and in front of you on a date. So don't go looking for problems or digging and trying to figure out what's wrong with you that you're single, or with that one, right? How could you be single? You seem too good to be true. Let it play out in natural time. Take your time, get to know this person. Don't look for problems, because sometimes there aren't any. There are some really nice people out there who could be your next match. Those are the 7 I have for today. I hope you found them helpful, or at least gave you something to think about or look at it differently. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that thumbs up if you did like it, and ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I always appreciate you stopping by and sharing your time with me here. That is valuable. I try to make it worth your while. I will look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, have a good one.